Hey friends, so we're just gonna, yeah, it's like toward the end of the day for me, but we're gonna get some work done. It's 4:18, um, and yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to do this week. We had oh yeah, get live stream going. Well, that's part of what I'm doing. Yeah, I had just a silly amount of submissions to Remix Conf, which is super cool. I'm not going to be streaming reviewing of those because that wasn't part of the agreement when people submitted their CFP, their proposals, and it would probably be unkind to share that without their permission. So I will not be live streaming that. Also, it'll probably be, I don't want to say boring, but repetitive. There are 130 of them, so you put a minute on each one of those, and that's over 2 hours. So yeah, a lot over 2 hours. That's, yeah, or no, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Anyway, so I'm not going to do that. I'll have to find some time to do that soon. But the big thing is stacks. I really want to get the Remix Stacks stuff done and ready to announce and everything. So yeah, I've got a pretty significant list of tasks that I need to do to get that going. So that's what we're going to be working on. And let me bring up centered here. Get live stream going is done.
Let yourself feel a sense of accomplishment.
Thank you, Noah. Okay, so we're going to make the arc and fly stacks look nice. I'm actually going to do the fly stack first because I like the fly stack more. Just because AWS freaks me out. That's really all it is. So really what the feedback that I got from Michael was we need to just make this look a little bit nicer. The code itself is really nice. But like when you show up and you see Remix Notes app, it's like, this is kind of boring. So we want to make that look a little bit nicer. Oh, and by the way, also, I do not do chat in YouTube. That never ends well. I'm doing chat in Discord. And so if you want to, there's a link in the description on how to join the chat. It'll be in the KCD meetup channel. And if you want to be notified in here, then you can go to upcoming meetups and raise your hand so that you'll get this notification when I start. So yeah, that's where I am. Also, I typically like to grab that YouTube link to the live stream. Stick that right there so folks can grab that. Okay, great. So we're gonna make this look nice. I don't want to do a bunch of CSS files and stuff because I want to reduce the amount of places people need to remove stuff. So we're just going to do inline styles, and we can use inline styles to make things look pretty decent. So yeah, the real thing that I want to do is in the root, probably, I think, yeah, we put the, wrap the whole thing in a div. Which is fine. We'll say style. Yeah, I don't know. Let's probably do. Here, and let's move this over here. I guess I don't really care too much for it being mobile friendly necessarily. People aren't going to be pulling this up for the first time on a mobile phone. They're gonna pull it up on their computer as they're working on it. So we probably want it to be like centered down from the top a little bit. So we'll say margin top 30 view heights, maybe. Yeah, and then yeah, max width. Oh, you know what? This is stupid because this will apply to literally every page. We don't want to do that. Darius is asking if there's a deadline to the Remix Conf supporter ticket. No, there is not. So, oh man, I'd love it if you could come. So for those of you who don't know, Remix Conf is a thing and it's going to be awesome. And people who are early supporters of Remix get a special discount. And so that's what he's asking about. And you are more than welcome to buy that whenever, so that does not expire. Okay, so we don't want to do this in the root. We want to do this probably just on the index right here. Here we go. Max width of I don't know. Let's try 300 pixels. Oh, and margin right, auto, margin left, auto. There we go. And then we can do a background. That we will do in here. Background color. Actually, you know what? We do have some CSS in here, and I think that's the sort of thing that will make sense to put in this CSS file. So, why do we do it this way? Yeah, I guess that is better. Yes, Darius, if you do want to bring a friend, they will need to buy their own ticket. Yeah. Okay, so let's do background color. I don't know. Come on, I need the little color picker. Where's my color picker in VS Code? We want maybe D. Maybe E. What does C look like? Maybe we should give it a little shade of color on the blue spectrum. How about DE, DE, DE? Nope. Don't like that. I thought I saw that when as I was selecting stuff. Like, that looks kind of nice, but no. Whoa, really blue. All right, here we go. Darius, I would love it if you showed up at the conference. That would be sweet. You're like one of my best friends on the internet right now. Yeah, so that would be so cool to give you a big hug at the conference. Yeah, man, that would be so cool. Okay, let's go with... man, I don't know. It doesn't matter that much. All right, I'm choosing this. Okay, we're going with that. Kakadi, or Kakdi. Yep, that's what we're going with. Okay, so then our login link. We'll do text align center. Maybe we should center the whole thing. Oh, that's a span. Yeah. Let's just text align center the whole thing. Get rid of the span. And in fact, in that case, we don't need the max width or any of that stuff. Just center it. Let's have, I want to, we actually are going to do a max. Yeah, okay, so what I want to do is we'll have the header. We want to have the login link, but I also want to have some sort of like prose that says, welcome to the Remix Fly stack. And go to the README or follow the instructions in the README to get this ready for deployment. And yeah, that's probably it. So let's do display flex and flex direction column and gap. See 16 pixels maybe. And then all right, and we want to have max width. We're gonna do 600 and margin auto. Well, we want 30 view height and auto and 0 and auto. There we go. So now we can add a p tag. Welcome to the Remix Fly stack. You go to login and we'll center all of that and everything too. Sorry, just somebody sent me a message I need to reply to right now. Okay, welcome to the Remix Fly stack. Please check the README file for instructions on how to get the this project deployed. I hate that that's centered. What if we do this? Nope. Okay, and we could probably bring this down to 500. Okay. Yeah, please check the README for instructions. Let's see, is there anything else that people need to know? Yeah. Kind of thinking, I want to say, like, to learn more about Remix.
You're now halfway through the allocated time.
For making the fly stack look nice? Yeah, okay, maybe. To learn more about Remix, please visit Learn More About Remix. Here we go. Okay, and this, actually, we're going to wrap this in a div too. Put all this in there so we don't have gaps between all of those. Okay. It's giving me the Remix Ethereum thing. No! Remix.run. Silly people. Docs, Remix docs. Remix Discord community. Remix GitHub. Pretty sure that's right. Okay, cool. All right, and now all of a sudden this flex stuff seems pretty stupid. So we'll just do margin bottom to 16. Padding bottom, what's the difference there? Yeah, it's so interesting how that doesn't work. I don't understand how that's supposed to work, but there we go. Remix Notes app. Let's do this. This app will get
10 minutes remaining.
With Remix in no time. Feel free to log in. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's good enough for me. So let's go to login. And so right now we have just the labels are wrapping the inputs, and that's probably fine. Is there a way to make this display flex with 100%? No. Then flex 1, there we go. And then we can gap. And we'll just reduce how wide this is in general. Okay. Width 400 or maybe 300. And then we'll say style, display, flex. Gap 8. I think this should be maybe 12. Was there something else that I think that's it. Oh, right, and width. I thought that's what it was. Oh, right, margin, auto. Okay, cool. Then we just come down here, do the same thing to this label, and put the flex on that. Okay, cool. I wonder, what if we do this flex direction column and have the gap be smaller? Kind of looks nicer. Yeah, I like that better. And then sign in, we'll pull that all the way over to the right. What's the easiest way to do that? We do, yeah, that's easy. I'm gonna borrow a couple minutes from making the arc stack look nice because lots of this is gonna be exactly the same. So we'll do 15 more minutes on this one. Let's have this aligned to the right too. And we'll put this like twice as far below, maybe even further, like 24. Let's give these a little more line height. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, great. So then we're going to do the same to the join. So we take this. And put that on the H1. Whoops. And then this style goes on the form. And this style goes on the labels. And this goes on the inputs. Where did I put it? After the ref. And then this style down here goes on the already have account thing. Okay, there we go. Now join and log in. Oh, right, and this button. Cool. Instead of just join, let's have it say join remix notes. Okay, good. And then, and you know what? Let's add a auto focus true. Okay, so then we got Cody at remix.run. And here where I say feel free to log in, say user. Hello, user.email. And we'll put a VR right there. Let's do this actually.
10 minutes remaining.
Cool. Check your notes. All right, now notes. Yeah, let's see. Let's put the notes on the left. Yeah, what if we do a little bit of nested routing here? So the default view says, hey, select a note. You choose a note, and it renders. So we just show the note list. Yeah, let's do that. I thought about doing that earlier, and I decided not to, but now I'm going to. So we'll say notes, note ID TSX. And then we'll have index TSX, and now notes is going to render an outlet. And lots of this stuff actually is going to go into create TSX, or we'll call it new. So all this stuff goes into there. And get loader data. All right, sure, that works. But we're gonna select just the ID and the title. And now this is going to be weighted type of get loader data. I'm missing something. Yeah, return value. There we go. Or return type. There we go. Note list items. Oh, right. There we go. Okay, so there's no action data on this one, no action function. Won't need location. Or any of these other things. So what this is going to render is our notes. We'll have our logout button. We will not have a form at all. Whoops. we will have our, sure, let's put a main there. And we will not have this. We have a div for our notes on the left, and then a div for our outlet.
Five minutes left.
Five minutes, probably gonna need more than that. Let's get it up to 20. Keep on coming up with different ideas. So this is gonna have a style, display, flex. This will have a style, max width of, I don't know, 70. Should I, yeah, this will have a gap of 20, 30, 24. Let's give this a 120 max width. Oh, right, and our index, nope, component. This will just say div, or here, let's do paragraph tag, strong, create, no note selected. Select a note on the left, or link to new, create a new note. And this link should come from Remix. My bad. There we go. We don't need that in a strong. There we go. Let's give that a little bit more. Oh, huh. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, because I put a max width, not a width. That's fine. Okay, now we're on the new here, and we can fix up a couple things. Get rid of the header, for one. Just render the form. And we don't need to render the notes, literally just the form. Nested routing, my friends, is so nice. And now when we redirect, we can actually redirect to a good place. Redirect to notes, and in the create case, we'll redirect to note. The note ID route. Okay, let's get that note ID route ready. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be, holy smokes, let's get rid of all this stuff. Remix component, or actually remix loader. Yeah, it's just gonna be note, note. Actually, export type note from Prisma client. There we go. Now I can bring it in not from Prisma client, but from our model. For goodness sake. That will make that code more portable. Okay, so and we say note, wait, or actually, you know what? We need to acquire user data, grab all that. Here, let's go to our arc stack. The way that we do, we do a little bit more. We have this get notes thing, create note, delete note. We should expose that same thing. We go create note, delete note. Let's have a function get notes, and we'll have another function get note ID. Yeah, get notes uses the user ID.
Your break is coming up.
It is.
Begin to come out of flow.
Here, let's see what Copilot can do for me. Come on, Copilot. You can do it. All right. Find unique. Where ID.
Take a break.
And we'll export that. Okay, we'll come back to this in 5 minutes. See you soon. Break time. Where is it? There it is. See ya. Okay, we're back and ready to proceed. So this we're going to get rid of, yeah, right here. Get notes here, user ID. Is it playing music? Okay, there we go. Couldn't hear it. And await that. There we go. So we can get rid of Prisma from there. That'll make it really nice and portable. Okay, and then in here, we'll say get note. Yeah, you know what? We should, on here, also require the user ID. There we go. That way, if it's not the user's ID, or if it's not the user's, then it'll come back undefined, and so it'll be like it doesn't exist. Okay, so request and params. And this is complaining because params could be undefined, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. I think in variant, invariant. We're using that somewhere. Yep, here we go. So we'll say params note ID. Oh, that's why I was complaining, because I was like, I'm pretty sure that should work. There we go. Require user ID. And note ID not found. That should never happen. This is complaining about something. Oh, the await. Yep. Could be null. Yep, that makes sense. If not note, then throw new response not found status 404. Whoop, don't need a string for that. Remix catch boundary and remix error boundary. Note not found. Okay, remix component. This is going to be our note details. And it just occurred to me, we should probably, let's call this index, note index. And this one I think is still called index. Oh, nope, it's notes. This is going to be new note. Let's just make sure they're all.
There are now 10 minutes of allocated time remaining.
Yeah, we can call it whatever we want. Notes page, that makes sense. New note page. Note index page. I haven't determined my own preference here, so it's fine with me. Okay, so then we're gonna do h3 data.note.id and or not ID, title and data note body. Okay, there we go. So new note. This is a new note. Huzzah! Okay, and that should be a link. And that should also, notes, here we go. Should also have a link in here. actually. Let's not make this part of the list items. It doesn't make sense. It's not a note. We'll put it down here with an HR. Let's make it 160. How about this? Max width of 240 and a width of, here, we'll do a min width of 120 and a width of 30 view widths. Here we go. Maybe 30 is a little generous. 24. Cool. Create new note. New note. Okay, so then this should have a delete form on it. Nope, that's the new one. And actually, that simplifies a couple things. I'm gonna change this to action. No, we're gonna just double check that this works the way I think it does. It should. We just fixed this, I think. Number 2. Woo! Okay, that does not work. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Name action. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm using the latest version of Remix. Let's just double check. I don't know if we have that flag. Yeah, we do. Okay. Oh, I'm not on the latest version. That would explain why that broke. Oh my goodness. I think I totally forgot. Oh, I turned on Do Not Disturb, and that is why I missed something that I need to do right now.
NPM is done.
Just in time. Reload. Okay.
5 minutes.
Good stuff. So now we start the dev server. We should be able to do this. Title new note 2. Woo! Save. Sweet, it works. Good news. That is great. I like that. Okay. So anyway, we don't need the action type anymore because that yeah, because we will not have 2 forms on this page. So if we come over to the note ID, this is where we're going to have the deletion form. All right. We don't need this though. We can put that on the. Actually, we don't need it at all. Note ID. In fact, we don't even need that. We just form around this delete note. Now I'm starting to think, oh, well, may as well have an edit page. I'm basically building the blog. These are all just called notes instead of blog posts. That is interesting. Gonna have to really think about that. So people are gonna install this. The thing is, we don't want them to have to delete just a ton of stuff, but we also want to show them using models and stuff like that too, so they can pattern whatever they do after this. So I'm going to continue with this, and we'll figure out what the blog tutorial will look like when I'm done. But yeah, it is kind of funny. Okay, so let's see, remix action. Holy smokes, we got a bunch of remix things. Why doesn't it, those should be all combined and stuff when I save. There's probably an excellent rule for that. From form.
Just 2 minutes.
2 minutes on what? On this? Nope, I'm gonna need a little bit more time. And ouch. Yeah, form data. Here, let's actually, where are we on the new delete note? Just basically need that. Yep, there we go, and that's it. That's interesting. Wonder what's going on. Oh, let's get require user ID. And delete note. Let's have that take a user ID as well. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Yeah, it only wants the ID. Delete many. There we go. And let's do an invariant. That wouldn't make any. Yeah, that should never happen. In fact, we don't get it from the form. We get it from the params. One more thing, then I'm done. Does 8 more things. Yes. Yes, that is my life. Okay, so I'm confused by this. This is re-rendering the head and the body, which tells me that I don't know what it tells me actually. Let's clear all this out. I click delete. Oh, that does a get. Oh. I thought this looked strange. Method post. Delete. There we go. Delete. No new notes. Oh, and let's go to that. this HR link thing needs to happen right here. This is the title. This is the body. Okay, cool. 2, 3. Okay. We're gonna get rid of this. Nope. Let's try. That's interesting. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. Kind of want this to be. Maybe notes can be up at the top. Let's do this. How about let's do actually justify yeah. That's what we need. Where's the width being? I hate this so much. There we go. Let's come back to this. I think the max width should be See, I want the left side to be able to be, so maybe this needs to be flex 1. There we go. That's what I want. I want it to be flexible. We don't need that. We just need the labels. Nope. Apparently don't need the labels to be 100%. Yeah, it's just the elements themselves, the inputs. Man. Oh, did I not save it? Oh, I messed up something, didn't I? Oh, we've already got a style. Okay, the body does not need to have a line height. Maybe 1.1. Okay, hooray, that works. I feel pretty good about this now. So then if I create a note, this is my secret note. This is super secret. And I copy that URL and then I log out and then I go here. Whoop. First it takes me to login. So if I say sign up, let's do Hannah. Join, and it says note not found. Okay, cool. Then I can create a new note. This is my secret note. Super duper secret. Save that. Now I copy that and we log out and then log in as Cody. Check notes. Try to go to that URL. Not found, but I can see my secret note. Yeah, beautiful. Yep, I like that. Okay, cool. And I think it looks good. I mean, it looks reasonable. So the DB server, session server. We're gonna change the session server a bit to not reference Prisma. And we're gonna move this, find unique user. Now, the arc stack has some stuff in the user here. So get user by ID. Yeah, okay, that's what this is. Okay, so we've got ID by email, get user password by email. Who's using that? Oh, I'm using it myself. We don't need to export that. Oh, we don't. So that's nice. Let's not even make it a function. Okay, there we go. Instead of undefined, let's return null. Okay, cool. So then we've got get user by ID, get by email, create user. Yeah, let's put those in the same order. Create user. Delete user. This should be delete user by email. There we go. So yeah, delete user by email. Okay, and verified login. And that's it. I think I could simplify this, even though it would require 2 lookups. And then look at, nope, going back. It was fine the way it was. We'll rename this user and password, or user with password. There we go. Okay, cool. So we have the same API in both of these. So that will make things easier. Get user by ID. Okay, very good. And we can get rid of Prisma from this file. So now it only shows up in our models. Let's fix this one. Note list items. Okay, so we're going to go to our note. Here, instead of get notes, we don't actually use loader data in here at all, so we can get rid of the loader entirely. Good thing I didn't just stop where I was. We had a bunch of changes to make. Yeah, get notes. So on our notes TSX, we need this. Wait, get note list items. And that's going to come from here. Get note list items. User ID. Cool.
Ten minutes remaining.
Now we don't have to make this separate function. What we'll do is move this down here. Note list items. And get rid of this. Say this. Note list items. Return type of get note list items. There we go. That way we don't need the separate function, which I think in general is better if you can manage that. I like it better that way anyway. Okay. Yeah, okay, and then create a note, try and save. Title is required. Title. Body is required. That's right. Yeah, the way we've got it set up right now clears out that. Oh, we can actually get rid of that now, because we actually do redirect. So title, boom, body, body, title, body. Okay, cool. Okay. Good, good, good. Yep. Yeah. Style and functionality. Should I add edit? No, we're not going to add edit. Because if I added edit, we'd have to start talking about, like, I mean, we already have some code duplication between join and login. We'd have duplication between new and edit. And then we'd have to talk about code sharing, and now we're getting too far into it. I think we're just far enough to not be too much for people to delete, but enough for people to see what is there. So. Okay, that was fun. It is past 5:30. Fly stack looks nice now, so we're gonna check that off.
Take a few deep breaths and focus your mind. Then keep flowing.
Awesome. No, I'm not gonna keep flowing actually. Thanks anyway. We're gonna end the flow session now. That is it. Let's see. Git browse. So we've got an action deploying this right now. These take 3 minutes to deploy. So that's cool, actually. Doesn't take as long as I expected. Lots of that is in the testing, actually. Let's see how long everything took. So the build itself takes 1.5 minutes, and deploying it is another minute. So yeah, I guess the testing is not even the slow part. That's the build, because we're like Dockerizing and everything. That will just never be fast. But I'm gonna just wait here really quick to let it deploy. Make sure that it deploys okay. And then tomorrow, I can work on bringing these same changes over to the Arc stack, which would be great. And then, yeah, and then we can work on making this stack support SQLite, which would be sweet. Yeah, that'll be cool. Use locations defined but never used. Whoops. Huh. All right, well, whatever. Fixed lint issue. Yeah, I'll push that after the deploy is successful. Ooh, the build is taking longer, and so is Cypress. Okay. I just want to send this to folks to review and whatever. Fly stack. Okay, preparing for export. Oh, Cypress failed. Uh-oh. Oh, right, of course it failed. I totally changed everything. Well, that's a bummer. I'll have to do this later. Rats. All right, well, man, I should have been Cypress-driven development. What's wrong with me? Okay, well, we'll take a look at that in the future. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. We will see you all later. Bye.